Okay. Are you ready, chef?
Give me a minute, I read it through.
Okay, so no problem. I'll rephrase the question. Some of them may
Yeah,
not, may
sure.
not sound. Oh, this is your water, right? Oh, sorry.
This is
Oh,
yours.
so sorry.
Yeah, because you asked for water. I think the last two questions I'll skip.
This one, the last two was. But you could give some advice, I suppose. No, you don't want to.
No,
Okay.
not really.
Okay, that's how I'll just skip that. So this part is okay with you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
should be okay.
No problem. No problem.
So you want me to face the camera or just
No, you just look at me.
Yeah.
You don't look at that. So it's a show.
Yeah, so okay.
No problem. Hi, welcome to the National Critics' Choice online news with Haytt for the high hotels all around the world and fans. Here I have Chef De Cuisine Douglas Tay from Resorts World OSIA Bar Restaurant. And good afternoon, Chef Douglas Tay.
Hi.
Welcome
Hi,
to
Robin.
welcome to our show, and welcome to the Say with Hayat at the National Critics' Choice column. I know that you have been a chef for quite a while, and now you are the Chef de Cuisine here at the Resorts World. When you first started your operations here, was there any criterion when you accept this wonderful challenge?
Okay, actually, there's not really a so-called, you call it criteria, because this one, OSIA is a branding from my current consultant, which is Chef Scott Webster and Otto Weber. Otto Weber is used to be my mentor, and I worked with Chef Scott before in some promotions, so they think I'm capable for the job, so they hire me as a chef cuisine for OSIA.
Oh, and so have you considered the risks that involves failure as well? And if you have failed, would you still have the motivation to persist?
Yeah, definitely. To me, failure definitely is not an option. Nobody wants to fail, but sometimes it's that how you gotta pick it up from where you fail. To me, it's very important. It's not just about. Doesn't mean that you fail. You wouldn't want to try. In life, there's so many failures going on. So it doesn't mean that you fail one time, you won't succeed for the next time. To me, it's the determination of whether you are hungry to be success.
And are you hungry to be successful?
Yeah, of course.
And so
I only live once.
And speaking about living as a chef
Yeah.
daily, have you encountered any failures in your life as a chef so far?
I wouldn't say you can. I wouldn't say it is a failure. In the daily job, definitely you have some setbacks, but I don't really call it a failure. It's just part and parcel of the life and of the trip. Definitely, sometimes you get very down, but you just got to be really positive about what you think.
And how did you overcome those setbacks?
Normally, I will give some time to myself, some free space to myself, and relax and try not to think about it. And I think the next day I'll be fine.
Amazing. And what's your philosophy of success as a chef? Running the restaurant right now today here at Resorts World. Did you have any advice from your parents or mentors in doing so?
Okay, advice thing is that my mentor, they taught me a lot of things, like Scott Webster and Otto Weber. They taught me really a lot of things, how to really run the business. To me, a chef is not about just cooking, it's how you're going to run the business. End of the day, a restaurant is still a business. So you're going to make a business that earns, not that the business that every month you are paying out and you don't get any profit out of it. So you got to balance well between your creativity, your produce, and the revenue you generate, and your cost to be
And
in line. Yeah.
speaking about produce, you have to reinvent new menus every now and then here
Yes.
for this restaurant. Um, were there any peculiar ingredients or certain kind of produce that you love using and like most Singaporean or Asian says die must have, you know,
Okay, that must have.
yeah,
That's
no,
a good one.
in your cooking ingredients. What are the types of ingredients you love to use?
Okay. In Asia, we use a lot of ingredients from Australian because Scott is Australian. So actually, we are Australian contemporary restaurant. So we import a lot of things from Australia itself, like the seafood, the meat, and some bush food, which is more desert food that we specialize in using. And actually, I love using it. It's a very unique. All the fruits are all in very unique taste that you can't really get it from other fruits itself, and it's really unique and native to Australia itself.
And that's from all fruits itself, the fruits that you're talking
Yes.
about, fresh fruits. And
Not
then,
not really bush food.
oh, bush
They
fruit,
call it the
okay.
bush food.
Okay. And they are air flown,
Yeah, it's apple. Everything is apple.
including the meats.
Yes.
Oh, and are they chilled or frozen?
Chill.
Oh, chilled.
Yes.
Okay. What's the turnaround like? You know, for chilled meats, is it like within 24 to 48 hours?
Meats can store a longer time because basically sometimes meat you need to age to age it
Okay.
to get a better texture. You can't
Oh,
straight
you-
away cut the count and you serve the meat right away. It won't taste nice and
Oh,
it'll be
you
too
do.
tough.
Oh, okay.
Normally even you get it from the supplier, they will just put inside the chiller for a couple of weeks.
And do you import a lot of beef here?
Yes, beef is definitely our top seller in the restaurant. We use a lot of beef in the menu, couple of beef dishes.
And which part of the beef is the best seller here? Is it the ribeye or
Definitely the tenderloin. Yeah.
the tenderloin?
Yes,
Oh.
I think the locals they prefer the prime cut rather than sub cut, but myself I prefer the sub cut itself if I really eat a beef.
Is that because it's the healthiest choice?
No, to me it's more flavorful in a way.
The more fats, I suppose.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I don't really like lean meat, you see.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. So, the way it's been cooked, do you prefer it to be well done in your own preference as a chef or medium rare?
It depends on what kind of cuts you're using. Using the prime cut definitely to me is medium rare. You got to justify the meat that you are paying. If you are buying a high price of a quality piece of meat, why would you want to cook a well done steak? And
And how about
Yeah.
the subcut?
the sub cut definitely you need to it's well done because you need long hours of cooking to break down the tissues, everything.
Ah, amazing. And so, and how did you balance your work life and family? That's kind of a big challenge for many chefs.
Yes, that's a good question. But luckily I'm still single, so
Yes,
I'm not
but-
married.
Yes, but you do have your parents.
Yes, I do have my parents. So normally I'll accompany them with, during my off days and free days. Definitely not during work hour because I work the whole day. So when I get back, I will go to sleep. I'll do some work and get back to sleep. So not really much time for them, I should say, except for my rest day.
I understand. And what kind of challenges did you face compared from 10 years ago? Is the inflation for raw materials like for food and manpower has that increased dramatically?
For products, I think not so much. Yes, definitely it increased quite a lot, but it's not really that kind of skyrocket prices and the prices that stagger too much. For manpower wise, definitely it increased also by maybe I think 30 to 40%. I would say.
And
Not
how?
really a huge difference.
But what if due to the economic uncertainty these days, how does the costing affect? Would you have does the hotel have any resources to resort to?
Okay, definitely the so-called the economic crisis, if came along, definitely the hotel will try to cut. As an employee, we'll definitely help out the company to save on every expenses in clearance of annual leave. Definitely the hotel won't be cutting any staff. They don't want to do that also. Nobody want that to happen. But as an employee, I think it's our responsibility to help the company to save on every single thing down to the line. Mm. It's all about the staff mentality, that how you're going to handle this type of situation to help the company to tide it through.
How did you get to the point where you're able to have and the ability to motivate your staff? I mean, because you got to work as a team in the kitchen. What's your secret behind it?
To me, it's not really secret. It's just that how you treat them. You got to treat them with genuine feel that you really care for them. And I don't believe a chef cannot be successful without his team. No matter how a successful chef can be so famous, but without the team, he's nothing. So they are like his hands. So without them, their work, their hard work, you can't achieve anything. So normally I'll give them a pat on the back, or I really care for them. I will definitely act according to what they need and their career path, and try to groom them. And normally we have some talking session, and our team basically bond together. We are not really like superiors and subordinates. We are like friends. Sometimes after work we still go out together.
Like the round table in King Arthur's.
Yeah, something like that. It's more like a friends, because all my staff have been working for me, at least the youngest one at least for 5 years before this restaurant opened. So they have been with me for quite a number of times. The relationship between us is like friends, than more than colleagues itself.
Amazing. And what is your style today? What kind of ingredients and dining trends do you foresee changing, especially with the growth of the Silver Age emerging in the market? Is the demand for fresh and organic produce on the rise from your customers?
I think the organic thing is quite stagnant ever since they released it. That time got a period of time that the organic food is quite an in thing, so called. Everybody was raving about it, but I think the so-called the trend is really slowing down.
Really?
I wouldn't say it die off, but to me it's slowing down. It's not like everyone is talking about organic food.
Is it because it's expensive?
Yeah, maybe the cost. Because me myself, I don't buy organic food.
Oh, and you don't serve organic food here
No,
in this restaurant?
we don't serve organic food in the restaurant.
Okay. But how about the Silver Age? Does that concern you? The emerging market of the older generation, and they are seeking for more health conscious.
Yeah, definitely health conscious is the most important thing. You don't want to eat something that really affects your health, but as a chef, it's quite hard to cook a healthy food that really going to taste very good. It's a big challenge, but definitely we will strive for that, because a lot of things in Western cooking technique call for butter. Butter is kind of unhealthy, but sometimes we try to substitute for that. If the recipe is okay, to substitute with something else.
I understand. And apart from that, what's your upcoming menu going to be like in the coming year? I assume that it's going to be you're preparing for the fall as well as Christmas and as well as New Year and even for Chinese New Year.
Okay, in OSIA we don't really believe in so-called seasonal menu.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
Because to me, Singapore, there's no season. We don't want to call our menu seasonal menu, whereas in the country, there's 4 seasons is the same. So we will get the fresh produce from different region, basically mostly from Australia, and what they have there during that season, the period of time that I created the menu.
Oh, okay.
So we'll something like a seasonal menu, but we don't want to call it a season menu because in Singapore there's no season.
So what kind of differences of produce do you have throughout the whole year? Could you describe that?
The whole year, I should say it's quite easy for you to get something like seafood, which are farm. I don't get basically I don't get any wild caught fish or seafood. Mostly are all farm.
And does that include the chicken as well? And the beef, are they farm?
Yes,
Produce?
farm definitely.
Now, is there any mentor and chef that you admire for a very long time?
Yes, that definitely going to be my consultant, Otto. He has been a mentor for me for many years. I started my career since quite young and working with him, and until present.
And how young were you then?
16.
16.
Yes.
And
But I left the organization for some national service, and I going to strive out my own, going to small restaurant and work for maybe a couple of years. Later part he asked me back again. So until the present.
And what actually gave you the guts at the age of 16 that you decide that you want to be a chef? What was the one thing that inspired you to be a chef?
Okay, being a chef is like so-called a dream come true to me, because since young, like maybe 7 to 8 years old, I know I wanted to be a chef because I love cooking. I was always running around to the kitchen watching my grandma cook and like so-called disturbing her rather than helping out her. So it's always my dream that wanted to be a chef, and I just take the risk, so-called the risk. I drop out from school. I take the risk to enter this F&B industry.
And is there any particular dish that you love from your grandma's cooking?
Oh, definitely got to be her soup.
And what kind of soup is that?
Any soup.
Really? Any
Yes,
soup?
any
Any
soup
Chinese
from her.
soup?
Yes, any Chinese soup from her.
And which dialect group is your grandma from actually?
Actually, it's Hokkien. It's a quite a
Hokkien?
yeah. It's a
Oh,
very
unheard of.
small group in Singapore. There's not much population.
And what does Hokkien specialize in? What kind of soup?
They got a couple
cuisine?
of dishes. It's not they don't really specialize in soup, but they got a couple of dishes that represent the dialect
Oh, okay.
blend itself.
Is there a name for your grandma's soup in Hokkien?
No,
Oh, they don't.
I don't want to speak Hokkien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
I don't understand the dialect.
No problem. So that's where you got all your inspiration from your grandmother.
Yes.
So was there any advice she gave you?
Not really,
Oh.
because it's really two different kind of cuisine. It's just that
Did she notice that you love cooking as well?
yeah.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's very happy that I'm a chef now.
Oh, did she give you any word of advice?
No, not really.
Oh.
Just ask me to work hard. That's it.
Well, Chef Douglas Tay, thank you for joining me here at the National Critics' Choice Save Haytt. And also, for my viewers, thank you for joining us here at Save Haytt at the National Critics' Choice. I'm Robin Stienberg. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, Chef.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. I took quite a while to